One Sprinter suspension video.
One Sprinter suspension video. He'll be back for the Cardiff City Network and he'll be absolutely raging.
Like, yeah. Raging will be an understatement.
Raging will be an understatement, wouldn't it? We'll have to break the red card counter just for him. We'll have to bring up a special red card counter just for him and be like, Jesus Christ, how did you accrue this many reds in 60 bloody minutes? Hello there, folks. It's Sunday, and you know what that means. Rails yours with Trains World 5 as we get ready to, well, go slow speed in the UK. But when we're going slow speed in the UK, I promise you now, this is going to be very, very, very loud. So loud, it might rip your ears off. Anyway, let's go to the Tees Valley line, and we're going to do today's scenario, which is called Relief Driver, I believe. A train made of loaded HFA wagons is bound from Redcar or terminal. To be unloaded, you have been needed to relieve the previous driver as their hours are up. So grab your ticket, get line, shell me as well to have some fun. And I see choppers. It's 44. That's fine. We can sort that out because we've got some at Hellfire today.
Oh yes.
Welcome to Tees Yard. The driver of the train bound for Redcar or terminal has exceeded his hours. We need you to complete this journey. Now, normally I wouldn't. But, you know, because it's a pair of Class 20s, and because, you know, you're desperate for someone to come and sort your hours out.
Yeah.
We'll do it. We'll do it.
Because Class 20s are Hellfire.
Oh, God, they're so Hellfire, it's unbelievable.
Don't think I've seen a 20 for a while.
They're very rare to see on the main line,
yeah.
Aren't they now?
Like 10 years ago, you would have saw them all over the place doing nuclear flash trains.
Exactly. I know Vintage has
a couple of 20s.
A couple of 20s.
And Locomotive Services borrowed some.
Yes.
Well, do they have them now?
No, they're theirs.
Yeah.
They're theirs. From here, you'll be routed up to Middlesbrough, then Grangetown. So essentially, we're...
Speaking of Middlesbrough...
Speaking of the borough...
They're actually going to get a third platform.
Since when?
When the that transport budget was announced. Because it's been separated into each region.
Yeah.
So... The Tees Valley region's going to have some improvements, but it's also going to have a third platform, Middlesbrough.
And where is this third platform going to go?
More likely on the freight side.
I suppose that would make it kind of easier then for trains instead of crossing over. They could just swing into P3.
Yeah.
Right, we're off.
Especially like LNER that has a Middlesbrough service.
Oh yeah.
But they still haven't got that service going back.
Oh no, that service still runs.
What, one down, one up?
One down, one up, yes. One down, one up. What can I do on the 22nd of down up movement Leeds? What can I do? That's a good thing actually. What could I do? Oh boy.
Oh, there's some clag on this.
Oh boy. Somebody hit the loud pedal, didn't they?
The wise man once said that if you don't like, comment, subscribe, turn on the post notification bells, you're missing out on a banger today. A banger that is so big that it's bigger than these Hellfire Class 20s.
Oh, this is very, very naughty.
Oh yes.
And as naughty comes, these Class 20s, along with the Class 37. It is also the penultimate scenario for the Tees Valley route. We're now getting into an area where we're seeing lots of routes come up as last penultimate scenarios.
But the last one, we're saving it for a very special day.
Yes, the last one we are saving for a very special day.
Because the Tees Valley line is a part of that very special day.
Yes, it certainly is. Yeah, we're coming up into
all I'm saying is you won't see that again till September.
I think the way it's going, it won't be till September anyway. Because we're at October. We're in the middle of October here.
Yeah.
And we got to get to the here, yes?
Yeah.
So that's the one that's going to go with these two.
Hang on, if it's there, how you say it's middle of October?
Sorry, September. No, these are the middle of August. Right, we've got to get to the end of September.
Yeah.
Right? That one is going to join it, which I think will hold that one back to be the road map stream.
Yeah.
Because 323, why not? So that would then take it up to...
Is that a 70-minute one?
Actually, no, hold on. That... yeah, no, Horseshoe is right. So it'd be Sherman, Horseshoe and Cross City, which is 70, yes. To be fair, they're all these two videos are all around that hour and a half, hour, and so any one of them could be the road map stream. But I think just because I've not done that yet, it should be that one. Because I've got a feeling come August,
we get that Train Sim World 6 announcement.
we get that Train Sim World 6 announcement. Also, they may actually decide to do a dovetail direct.
Really?
Like they did last time. They may decide to do that. And look what's sitting here waiting.
The East Coast
Main Line scenario and a 2-hour Bonina. So, if anything, we've actually got ourselves more than covered. If you think about it. But, if it goes the way I think it's going to go, hold on, so that's 10, so that would be the other one that goes in there. So you got Scottish Express, Midland Main Line and East Coast Main Line the week after. I need to pull my calendar up here, otherwise I'm going to have a few problems.
A few massive problems.
Yeah, a few massive problems, because then...
By the way, where did we start from?
We started at Tees Yard. We started at Tees Yard and we're heading towards...
Thornaby.
Yeah, we're heading in... No, well, we're heading towards Newport East Junction right now, which I think is Thornaby. And then as soon as we're through Thornaby, it's on to Middlesbrough, and then it's on to Redcar. Because we're going to the ore terminal. Lord knows what we're going to be doing when we get there. Knowing our luck, we're going to be emptying the ore sacks into the thingy. So, yes, we've got... so that takes us up to the... No, hold on a second. Oh, no, well, hold on. Horseshoe's the last one of that one. So actually, it's either going to be Sherman or Horseshoe. Actually going to be Sherman or Horseshoe. So we've got to keep one of them back for the road map. We'll have a think about that. So then those three, how English is that? The week after, those three there, which is Birmingham, Glasgow, and then fucking Nottingham. Can't get more interesting than that. So that's that week after. Then it's those three the week after, and then it's those three the week after that, which is right. So we need there, so we need another 10 before that. So I said it was those three, so we need 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So basically, after the Frankfurt S-Bahn, it's Tees Alley.
Yeah. Where does the Manchester fit into that?
Manchester will literally be the one after that. Although we don't know if Train Sim World 6 is coming, then we get 3 new routes. So it could be, if we back up 3, it could be after the Malbay line.
Yeah.
In between the Malbay and the Cardiff route. I need to check that Midland Main Line one, because I'm pretty sure that's 158, and if it is, we have to remember Tico is serving a 158 video suspension.
One Sprinter suspension video.
One Sprinter suspension video. He'll be back for the Cardiff City network and he'll be absolutely raging.
Like, yeah. Raging will be an understatement.
Raging will be an understatement, wouldn't it? We'll have to break the red card counter just for him. We'll have to bring up a special red card counter just for him and be like, Jesus Christ, how did you accrue this many reds in 60 bloody minutes?
Well, double the reds.
Double the reds. How did you do that, sir? No one would actually know. Right, let's get some work done there. I hate to tell you this, but I need to go.
You need to pee?
No. But I have to go that way.
Yeah.
So
actually, I'll talk about the Carlisle thing with the 20s.
yeah, go on then. You
Since it's 20s and
talk about all things Hellfire. Why not? I'll be back in a minute. You got the microphone.
right. Because a while back there was actually a rail tour that happened, a locomotive services one. I think it was going to like Scotland, Inverness, Carlock, Elsh, around that area. But there was an 87 that took the train to Carlisle, and it was going to be swapped for Class 20s. But because of that time, Carlisle was absolutely busy because it was full of enthusiasts. And they were like, all everyone does, stand in front, stand behind the yellow line, waiting to get their shots and all that. Which the staff came down and they were like, yeah, they get 2 people to get back behind the yellow line, and all they gave was a load of reviews, which was uncalled for, to be honest. If they're telling you to get back behind the yellow line, it's not because of their own inducement, it's because they literally tell you to get back behind the yellow line. Because for safety reasons and all that. So these 2 were getting mouthy, which ended up calling the British Transport Police over. And then after that, they ended up closing the platform off. Which, to be honest, they did spoil it for the rest of the people, but it's also, we're not going to take any shit from you, which is right. Because at the end of the day, the rail staff are there to do their jobs, not to be spoken at like a piece of shit. So the platform was ended up being closed off, and basically the same problem was on the other platform, with the 20s departing Carlisle that way. If that was up to me, I would have gone to somewhere south of Carlisle to get the 87 passing through, got an advantage service to, or Transpennine service to Lockerbie, I got the 20s through Lockerbie. Or even worse, probably gone to Glasgow, done back on myself to get the 20 somewhere else. Like probably at Uddingston, or if they were going that way, or Motherwell, or go up towards Stirling. But at the end of the day, the rail staff are there to do their job, and they should not be given abuse. Like there was somebody on the Midland Bay line, because they were waiting for a Class 33 charter at Kentish Town. And they're on a platform that the platform don't rarely see trains on. So instantly the platform staff came down, because they know that platform doesn't really get used. In fact, I don't think it hardly gets used. So as we're passing through Middlesbrough station, so the platform staff came down the platform straight away and asking what they're doing here, which is a simple question. But yes, it was good that the rail enthusiasts stood their ground, but the attitude on it, he actually stank as well. I'm sorry, but he did. Because basically he asked what they're doing here, and basically back-chatted him saying, what are you doing here? No, that's completely out of order. In fact, I do need to get a drink. I'll be 1 sec. I'll be 1 sec. Actually, I'll have that first. There we go, because it's there we go. A bit of summer fruits. There we go. Right. Now we had that, and he's getting a photo of the Class 20s, which is absolutely hellfire. So basically, the guy back chatting saying, what are you doing here? And basically saying this platform's closed because hardly any trains use the platform. But he was explaining that he's waiting for a charter train, and then the guy was asking, well, why do you hear me from the distance? It's like, because I didn't know you were talking to you, which is fair enough, but I think it could have been dealt better, to be fair. It wasn't even confrontational as well. What happened to Kentish Town, I think it could have been dealt better than being an absolute dick about it.
talking about the member staff being a dick or the enthusiast being a dick?
And what about that Kentish town bit?
Yeah, that's what I'm on about.
I don't think the staff was being a dick as such. I think it's more, it could have been handled better.
It could have been, because the one thing that I noticed was the member of staff was filming them all. Well, that's a no-no straight.
Yeah. That was the thing that I did forget to mention actually. He was filming them. It's like, yes, that's a big no-no.
That's a no-no, because at the end of the day, and I was taught this from, I can't remember when it was, but unless that's actually a phone that company gave them,
Yeah.
he can't do that. Legally, someone will turn around, oh yes, but public place and whatnot, and you're absolutely right. But in the workplace, it is stated that personal mobile phones cannot be used for any reason. It has to be work related.
I did see the guy in the description say that he saw him with his phone, so he had his phone out just to basically call,
Yeah, because then,
which is fair. But yeah, at the end of the day, he should have not filmed them. What?
what's this?
What's what?
What's this? What's this?
Oh, that. It was in my bag.
Where's this come from?
It was in my bag.
Where's mine?
I basically used it for the buses.
The fuck is mine?
Do you really want one?
Yes.
Okay.
Is he seriously actually going to give me one?
I said I'd give him one, but I did not.
Tell him what
I
you
will.
just did.
I said I'll give him one, but I didn't say there was anything in the bottle though.
I changed my mind. I don't want one now. And you're getting a red card.
Not for just having a spare drink in my bag that I needed for that talking.
You didn't have a drink.
I did have a drink.
You didn't. You had an empty bottle.
No, I had a drink out of mine. Oh, where's all that green shit come from?
From your bag, I hope. It's all the mould inside. Or it's the cheerleader's knickers, one of the two things.
No, I think it could have been dead skin. You know, sometimes when you when you dry yourself, sometimes there's like skin comes off.
Sometimes you get that, yeah.
This is South Bank,
Yeah, because we're approaching Great. We've gone through Middlesbrough already.
which I think still got that footbridge out of order still.
It is, yes. As far as I know, South Bank is still only being served in one direction. Hello, Class 37's going the other way.
Which is also a bitch because you got to go all the way to Redcar just to come back on yourself.
You do. No, there are buses put on from Middlesbrough. I'm sure the buses are from Middlesbrough. This is where we're going to check now, aren't we? Let's have a look. Middlesbrough. I'll have my phone, it's fine. Middlesbrough, oh Middlesbrough. I know the head code, I know the ID code for Middlesbrough. I know what the head code is for Middlesbrough. It is MBR.
No, I think with the thing that I've got planned for September, I think I'm going to have more than one overnight to do that.
Well, we are coming into that area now where hotels are going to be available, so they are Middlesbrough. Let's have a look. They are bus Redcar Central.
But that's basically to South Bank and then Redcar.
That's basically South Bank and then Redcar, yeah.
So buses are only one direction.
Yes. Other icons are up to something here. Oh, he's freaking about the Irish guy saying he's famous in the... Let's have a look. Apache. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know what's going on there, but something's going on there. Anyway, Super Championship 2.
But yeah, so but at the moment, it's like that thing with Atherstone.
Yeah.
But then again, the question is, right, how long would this be happening?
How long would what be happening?
The replacement bus to South Bank and Red Car. Because at the moment, it's been going on for a while. And this is actually something interesting, actually, because there's a video I watched, which is not out yet, but it will be out by the time this goes out.
Yes.
Of a YouTuber I watch. And she said, right, so there was a footbridge that happened. There was a footbridge disaster that happened in one of the stations. Basically, a crane hit a footbridge on the Oxfield line.
Yes.
And in a week, a replacement footbridge, a temporary footbridge, showed up. But then you got somewhere like Polesworth, which is a larger village than this place.
Yes.
And they've got no footbridge.
And they got practically no service as
And
well.
hardly any service as well.
Yeah. Just happened to catch this taking off from Tulsa International. Oh, I saw that at Dublin. It's it's an AWAC.
It's the same like what's the other station? Not Peeling. There's another station.
He's having a think about it. He's having a think about it. Let him think about it.
No, I forgot now. But yeah, because Polesworth only gets to see one train per day.
Yeah.
And you think that would deserve more because Polesworth is a larger village. No, that's it. Tackley.
Yeah.
Tackley. So basically, they closed the level crossing at Tackley.
Yeah.
And that was like years ago. And that's still got a replacement footbridge.
Yes.
A temporary footbridge that's been there for at least a good number of years. Which there's no solution for a permanent footbridge or a permanent way yet.
Yes.
Which is quite frankly disgusting.
It is. It almost certainly is there, sir.
But basically, if you're in London or the South, you get it with a click of a finger.
You do.
But anywhere else, it's like, fuck off.
Yeah. Right, there we go. You can move that back
Which
over.
I don't think is right, actually, because
I don't think it is. Well, anyway, we're at a red signal. We're at a red signal. I assume we're waiting for that rail car that's just disappeared off into the distance. Why we're waiting for that rail car, I have no idea.
it's like the Brig services. You know, that go by Brig?
Yes.
Because that used to run one day with at least 6 return journeys, 3 one way, 3 the other way.
Yes.
Now it's just a return there and back during the week.
It is.
So they gave the weekly service, but they gave the shit service
They did.
because of low passenger usage, and I reckon that is bullshit.
I reckon so as well. But they say if you don't use, you don't get.
Because I reckon during that Saturday it was also being used better.
I reckon so as well.
But it's like 1 train per day from Sheffield to Cleethorpes, and then Cleethorpes back to Sheffield. And honestly, I think that is absolutely disgusting.
Did that go via Barnaby?
Yeah,
Oh, right, okay.
it goes by Barnaby.
It goes via Barnaby. See, yeah, it would have been perfect. It would have been perfect for them to use, but quite obviously not. Because I wouldn't mind doing those because there's only 3 stations on that line, isn't there?
Gainsborough Central.
Yeah. Which you can do without.
It's Curtin Lindsay.
Curtin and Lindsay, yeah, and then there's
Brig.
Brig itself. Right, here we go, we're off. Ladies and gentlemen, what does this button do?
Ha!
Yes.
Crash those 20s.
Technical glitch. Hold on a second. Technical glitch. Right, come on. There we go. Nope, another technical glitch.
Let's try that again.
Let's try that again. Third time lucky. These 20s don't want to thrash. That's it. Get it nicely rolled through. And then once you roll it through, that's it. Come on. That's it. Just let it go.
Did you have a bit of wheel slip then?
Yeah, a bit of wheel slip there, which is standard from the soggy rails.
Yeah.
We're not gonna thrash it just yet because we are.
By the way, what's that station?
I don't know.
It's not South Bank.
It's not South Bank. It's the disused one that's now between the pair of them.
The cargo fleet.
Could be cargo, something like that. Yeah. Now we can get the old hammer down. Oh, we can't really because we gotta go only 20 miles an hour.
Apparently, there's passengers still on it.
Yeah. Where is that station? He says looking for an atlas. Where is that?
Don't think it'd be on there.
You don't think so? Worst things could happen. Let's have a look through the borough. Whoa! Almost.
Yeah, you almost knocked the bike off.
I did. Ah, Eagles Cliff. Here we go. Eagles Cliff. South Bank. We know British Red Car Steel is up here in that direction. See page 136. Yeah, that's a no.
Mind you, what's the places there after South Bank?
You got Grangetown.
Yeah.
And that's it. You got Grangetown. You got Shell Junction. And that's about it. You got Grangetown. So it could be Grangetown. Could be Grangetown station. Not entirely sure. Tell you what, doing this one-handed, I feel fantastic. Anyway, we're now moving over onto the fast line. Why they didn't put us on the fast line in the first place. And then as soon as we get onto the fast line, we can open her up. You look at the South Bank. I think you gotta look at services and then look at history, don't you? There you go.
I know, Grangetown.
It was Grangetown, then there is cargo fleet there as well.
I think cargo fleet is towards...
Cargo fleet, I think, is more towards...
Middlesbrough.
Yeah.
Yeah, a mile east from Middlesbrough, so it is Grangetown.
Yeah, that's right. Here we go. We're getting ready to open her up.
Cargo fleet's a mile from Middlesbrough.
Why they stuck us on the slow... There we go, now we go. As soon as we got that... you could go up to 60 miles an hour. You can hit the loud button and you can disappear.
You can hit 60 as much as you like.
Well, we're going to go to 40 in a few minutes, in about 0.8 of a mile. Good old 40 miles an hour. Who doesn't like 40?
That's the one thing I noticed when I'm on the train heading towards Redcar.
Yeah.
Just go through a lot of industrial stuff.
You do. You do, and I noticed that when we were up in this area as well. It's very industrial maintained, this area, the old northeast. Certainly around. Sorry, I'm just having a scratch.
Scunthorpe with the steelworks.
Scunthorpe with the steelworks. You've got Hartlepool with the dockyard and the marina.
Yeah.
Middlesbrough, obviously, with steel industry. So yeah, it's definitely right. We're going to go down to 40, and then we're going to go down to 10. Great.
40 then 10.
40 then 10. So we can get down to 40 right now. We can give it the old iron fist with 40 miles an hour. I think what I might do later on, see if there's any movies on tonight. I could have a look actually now, can't I? See if there's any movies on tonight.
Yeah.
If there's no movies on, I'll get some editing done on the old PlayStation.
Like I was saying, I wouldn't be surprised if the live stream watch night goes ahead, but I would be surprised if it's from the loft where they live stream it from.
Yeah,
It's just going to be absolutely warm up there.
it is. So my pain at the moment is not in my shoulder blade, it's in my wrist. In fact, I can point you the exact place it is. Right there. Right there. I've definitely not done a wrist injury. That I can definitely tell you. If I'd done a wrist injury,
But
you'd
it
all know
sounds
about
like
it.
that it's going the right direction now.
It sounds like it, yes, but there are still, you know, a few little niggles to be had. So Love Island's on tonight.
Fuck off.
Bullet Train. Is that the one with Brad Pitt?
Yeah.
No. That's a no from me. Oh, Creed 2's on. Creed 2, ITV4. That'll do.
They put the other Creed on last
They
night.
did while we were going to bed, yes. Creed 2 had Drago.
Yes.
So if there's nothing better, we've got Creed 2 at least. I don't know what's going to be on the movie channels. To do that, I've got to go get a TV guide.
Creed 2. We will crush you.
We will crush you. We will crush you and we will say everything bad about you at the same time. And we don't give two flying shits.
But there's also a Creed 3 that happened.
Yes, in which he faces off against his mate.
Yeah.
Right, we're now in the approaches to Redcar Oil Terminal. Or terminal, I should say, not oil.
Or terminal.
Or terminal, yes. In other words, this is a steel area. And then we are going, I assume we're heading down towards that orange area down there.
Towards the end.
Towards the end. I assume that's where we're going to be headed.
Plus, I think most of these railway lines are still there.
Yeah, Redcar. In fact, I think this is now a dockyard. Because I'm pretty sure I remember there's intermodal work which comes out of a.
There is.
What's it called?
Tees yard?
Tees yard. That's it. I'm pretty sure there's intermodal work that comes outside is very similar to this, and they're pretty darn close to South Bank as well.
It's funny how sometimes dockyards can be built.
It is funny.
I'll give you the perfect example down in Cardiff. Because there was docks in Cardiff, but there was loads of coal coming down from the valleys. But literally the coal was sitting there for probably weeks, months because of the docks around Cardiff. I think it's Butte docks.
Yes.
We're literally busy and all that. So busy that it had to be called an emergency meeting about the situation. So they were all in this building, and one of them got up and said, "Why don't you build your own dock?"
He's like, "Fuck you, build your own."
Yeah. Well, why don't you build your own dock? And that's how Barry Docks came about.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Right, it says go via the ore terminal. So yeah, as I thought, we're going to go into the ore terminal.
Because it's the solution to your problem. Build your own dock.
Build your own bloody dock.
And then that's how Barry Docks came about.
Yes. Yeah, we're going down to the ore terminal. I imagine we're going to unload the ore or load it, and then that's going to be our job done for the day. Yes, there is something coming in.
It's not much.
It's not much.
I think around the time the 30 degrees sun is on us, there is a 10-mile-per-hour wind.
Yes, but let me see which direction that wind's coming.
Southwest.
Southwest. No, southwest is that way. It's coming across us.
Ah. So we might just be lucky.
We might get lucky here. Unless they've... yeah, no. Our house is facing... Our room's facing west. So anything northwest, southwest or west, we're laughing.
Yeah.
Anything south will come through that window over there. And anything from the east, they get. That's how it
So
works.
basically, you put that side window open, you probably might get some air in.
You may get some air in, yes. The only way we don't get any wind is if it comes from the north. But you don't want it coming from the north. Because coming from the north will be absolutely fucking freezing. Actually, it's changed direction. It's now more south. So we're going to want our window open a little bit.
Yeah.
It looks like, yeah, the rain's still here. Yeah, it should be
It should get cooler after today.
It should do. Tonight will be dry for a time with patchy cloud and clear spells, and in the afternoon it will cloud over with some patchy light rain developing in spots. This afternoon will be very warm or hot. There'll be a few patches of cloud moving in from the west with still plenty of sunny spells. The odd chance of a thundery shower in the afternoon. Yes, please.
I'll tell you what, when I was in bed last night,
Yes.
because I went to sleep without the covers
Ooh.
on.
Look at that, at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Big blue splodge right over
yes.
the roof. Yes,
We
please.
need it. But I noticed last night it was a bit warm when I went to bed.
Yes,
at
I was as
midnight.
well.
But then I think I woke up at 2, and then I woke up at...
Wait,
Hey!
what are you doing? Shut up.
Who was that?
Someone talking about the F1. That was on me. I've got the sound off!
But no, what's I talking about? Oh yeah. So I woke up at 2, but then I woke up at 4.
Oof.
So I think by the time I woke up, I've done it with 2 or 4, but when I woke up one of those 2 times,
Yeah.
I did actually feel this room a bit cooler.
Yeah.
So it was just enough to get the sheets over me.
Yeah, I can't do that. I can't do that, and it tells. Shall I tell you how it tells? Because I can sleep with my sheet off, with my duvet off me,
Yeah.
but I have to put my feet under the duvet because there has to be something there to thingy. And sometimes when I get out of bed, there'll be 2 very distinct wet patches where my feet are.
Because they're under the duvet.
Because they're under the duvet, they've been sweating like a bastard. Which is good because I have the fan on, and when I come back, they're very nice and cold when the fan gets put on them. But that's another story for another time.
But now it was like 2 o'clock. I think it was just cool enough to get the duvet over me.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a case of tonight is going to be awful.
Yeah.
Tonight is going to be awful. There's going to be no question about it. If it cools down significantly tomorrow, I mean, what's let me just pull that up again and see what the temperature is going to be tonight. I'm expecting to see a number 2.
I think it goes down to like early 20s.
21 when midnight happens. It gets to
Jesus.
It gets to 17 in the morning, but then it rises back up to 25 tomorrow, and then Wednesday it's 19.
Can't wait for Wednesday.
I can't wait for Wednesday as well. Oh, next Wednesday's gonna be pissing down with rain. Oh,
What's he doing next Monday?
20 degrees, sunny.
Might pop out Monday then.
Yeah, I would.
What I might do is I might put Locomania back a week, and then I'll just go film it Monday with the others, which gives me enough time to have a think about how can I make vlogging for me easier on YouTube as well.
Yes. Whoever owns and is flying this today for the internet and in life in general, why? I'm very interested to know.
I take it we're going to be dropping the ore off one by one.
Yeah, it looks like we were going to be dropping off, or we're picking up. They were visiting Bart. It belongs to Cambridge Fly Group. They have 2 tiger. Oh, it's a tiger moth. Ah,
Tiger moth.
yeah, tiger moth.
I have heard of a tiger moth.
Yeah, tiger moth plane. Very old plane.
Oh, it's not a helicopter.
No, it's not a helicopter. It's a plane.
Ah,
Let's have a look. See if we're picking up or we're dropping off. I'm very interested to see as to which one it will be. We have to go. Is it 2 or 3? Come over as 2 or 3. It's one of the 2.
what are all those stars there?
All those stars are there for all the wagons we've got to sort out. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be 2. And it is drop off.
Ah, we're dropping them off.
Yeah, so we got to empty them all. Every wagon has to go to what 0%. as you go through this area at 2 miles an hour.
And you don't. Failed.
Yeah, you've then got to go back. And then when it says you go back, oh no, you can't.
You got to go back right to the beginning.
Right to the beginning of the scenario.
Well, even though you saved it before this part.
Did I? You can see it there, look.
Yeah.
The ore tipping out into the collection area underneath. What they will have is the wagons will have a little lever that something's hitting.
But they drop out.
And it just drops out. It works the same way that coal does. I'm hoping we're going on the right side here. This could be embarrassing if we're on the wrong side of it. But I don't think we will be on.
Because that's how they did the merry-go-rounds.
Yes.
With the power station.
That's how they did it. They always stuck the old coal in there and then bang, here's your... as soon as you get in there, boom. As soon as you get in there, boom. As soon as you get in there, boom. All is good in the hood. I'm just having a look. Yeah, we'll get Cologne Arkham done next. That is tomorrow's video. Very ironically. Tomorrow's video, and then we only... No, it's not, sorry. It's not tomorrow's. It's Wednesday's video. Well, hang on then. Have I missed a video? No. I've not missed a video. Because,
Tell you what, shall we mention when the last time they're going to see this video? The last time they're going to see the tease.
No, they'll know. They'll know because they've already seen it's going to appear probably after Malmay line or the Spore line. So they'll know where it appears. They'll know why it appears as well. Because you will probably have a book in your hands.
Are you sure?
Yes. Knowing you got a bloody book in your hands.
No, You know what? If you got this far right,
yeah.
Comment down below when's the next time you go to see the final Tees Valley line.
There you go. That's a good question.
Yeah.
I'll let you have that
Let's see if they actually know.
Of course they know. Those that know will know.
Yeah.
But those that don't know will obviously not know. But they know it's in September at some point.
Yeah.
They just don't know when in September. Right, we've got 4 more wagons to empty. Basically, if it wasn't empty, it would come up with a star next to it.
Yeah. So basically, the comment is the closest date to when this is coming out.
Yes. Closest date to when it comes out.
In September.
Yes.
So that means you got, what, 30 days to play with? 31?
September is 30, I think.
Yeah, because August is 31.
Yeah, August is 31. October is 31. November is 31. September is 30.
Yeah, so you got
31. November is 30, and December is 31.
So yeah, so you got a choice between 1 and 30.
Might go somewhere for New Year, unless work drops me some.
Yeah.
Mind you, towards the New Year, I will be starting to wind down a bit. I've got enough of a backlog that I can afford it. Videos are popping out after the summer showcases every 2 days.
Yeah, that's what I'm actually thinking of doing actually after the New Year.
This is what I'm also looking at doing, a Super Loop series. I've already got my next series planned for the start of the new year. I've got to go down into, oh that reminds me, I've got to go to Barking and I've got to go to London to get those 2 areas done, which is fine. I can do those, and here we are.
No, because I'm thinking of having January off next year, just have a whole month off, but I want to keep videos flowing.
Yes, that's the idea for me as well. I want to have as little time out in December and January as possible, so I can have a good flow, and then come back say February time. Yeah, and then we're back straight into it.
Because I used to do that ages ago, but when I did that though, it was actually July.
I mean, to be fair, you still have a hefty backlog.
There's still a good 5 videos at the moment.
There is.
So it's still good. But
and not only that, you also got a backlog with all the older stuff for your trains and that, for whatnot. So you've still got a very healthy backlog there as it is. So, yes, join us on Wednesday where we're going German. Have you got high speed? Or will we go in slow speed? That's why you come in on Wednesday to find out. But do all the good stuff.
Sorry, that gave me a good idea about something.
That gave you a good idea?
Yeah.
Well, would you like to tell that good idea in the last word of this video?
No, because it's too long.